It's a little brisk, cool, crisp feel in the air. Wind's blowing just ever so slightly to the southwest. It feels like good football weather. Better than last year when it was just, like 90-something degrees.
I like it. I know I was worried when I left my house to come over here. I saw the clouds and it was raining a little bit on my side of town. So good to see that it's like this right now. Don't have any rain over us. A nice little breeze blowing in here into the press box where we are. So good to be here.
So defense in red. As they come out on the field, we heard them break the huddle. It's hollering to chant defense. Looks like they're going to line up on the 30. And the white team, the offense, takes the field. And this will be varsity on varsity.
I don't know if you have the size chart next to you or anything. You may know stats on number 94, Cavante Bug, and number 45, Quan Russell. Just seem like big bodies in there in the middle of that Gladiator defense.
They're starting to flirt with 275 very easily, I can assure you. They're not missing any meals.
Okay.
Cameron starts off under center. He's going to give off to his right side. There's a nice 3 or 4 yard pickup there, and I'm not sure. That was number 21, DeAnthony Vereen, sophomore running back. Nice carry off right guard.
Going to be quite a few youngsters carrying the ball in this upcoming season.
We'll call it 2nd and 7 as the white lines up. Rolls out to the left, Cameron does. He's got a receiver complete to the far sideline. Rolled out of bounds, a pickup of about 5, maybe 6 yards on the play.
That was Austin Johnson right there, one of the 3 wide receivers Buster mentioned earlier. They were big hands last year for Cam Johnson, and we'll see them again this upcoming season.
Austin Johnson definitely became one of Cameron's favorite targets last year, that's for sure. He stepped up big time midway through the season. So we got a 3rd and short 2. Cameron with I formation. And they're going to hand off right tackle again, and that's DeAnthony Vereen. And I think he may have fell for a first down. He does.
So no points thus far, but if they do get 2 more first downs,
they'll
on
pick
this
up
drive,
a point.
They'll pick up a point. Trying to get used to this scoring system right
Gotta
here.
love it. Makes every play mean something. Gladiators. 1st and 10. Ball's just past the 40. We'll call it the 41 and a half. Cameron, little trap play off the right guard again. They're liking going to that strong side of the line there, and they pick up maybe 2 before they ricochets off number 20 for the defense, Kayvon Williams, who they expect big things out of at the linebacker position.
Yeah, Kayvon did a great job on that play, coming up and meeting that offensive tackle, pushing him out of the way and getting that tackle right there for the stop.
2nd down, we'll call it 6. Ball's just shy of the 45. Cameron first time tonight in the shotgun. He's going to roll right this time. Nice pressure. I tell you what, was that number 35?
Yeah,
Chica Nookham blew that play up nicely, and Chica spent a lot of time in a lot of teams' backfields last year, Josh.
We called his name quite a few times, and yet again to start off this game, that bodes well for the Gladiators' future.
That's going to make a 2nd and 6 turn into a 3rd and maybe about 13 here. 6:23 to go, first quarter. White, red, no score. Cameron, shotgun, takes about 3 steps back. He wants to roll left. He looks, he throws down the middle of the field. He's got a man in and out of the hands. Incomplete.
That was a great throw, too. Looked like it was intended for Jaquan Dowdy, number 1 right there. Dowdy had the ball in his hands. It just squirted right out. I don't know if there's moisture on the ball or anything right there as an excuse for him. But
I think that was just a drop pass. Maybe when he twisted his body, it got him in an awkward position to try to pull that ball down. But
right.
Very catchable ball. Kind you got to have. So this will be a special teams formation, which will not be live. All punts and kickoffs will not be live. So we should just see a punt and a catch here. I'm trying to get a number on the punter. Little end over end kick over to the right sideline, and now it bounds around the 35. So that was Jermaine. Is that who they're saying?
Yeah, they said Jermaine. I don't see his name on
Maybe
the roster.
Maybe he's on JV.
I don't see his
Wow.
name on either roster.
Yeah, I do not see a 16 on the roster, so wonder if that's old Max. Oh, Jacques Germain. Okay. Max Germain's younger brother on the punting duties. So now the JV will line up. They're going to line it up on the 30, and we'll see if we can get a number on that quarterback there. Josh, your eyes might be better than mine.
Looks like number 6 back there.
Almost stumbles on the handoff. A nice little run around right in. Looks like number 25 maybe. Jeffrey Lovett for the white.
Yeah, Jeffrey Lovett got the handoff from number 6, Elijah Smith. You can see Coach Ward back there behind the JV team giving them instructions for the next play.
So, again, this fast tempo offense. 2nd and 5. And the good thing, Josh, they teach this fast tempo at the early stages of their high school career, so when they get to varsity, they're ready.
Absolutely. You can tell that grass is a little wet out there. Smith tried to make a cutback and head down the middle of the field. He slips up. Looks like
they're going to say he had enough for a first down, maybe. Yes, he did.
Oh, yes. They do mark it first down yardage.
Yeah, there was a good.
Or just short.
Good, long, steady drizzle from about 9 o'clock to about 2:30 this afternoon in Athens, and it finally quit raining around 3. But not much sunshine to dry up any of that moisture. So they're dealing with that on the field as we speak, I'm sure, with the cleats and the traction.
Another run right there by Jeffrey Lovett, straight up the middle. That gets first down yardage for the white team.
JV had a very good season last year. A lot of these guys will be trying to open some eyes during this scrimmage, try to get a spot on that varsity. And that was a little draw play. It didn't run very far. And there's a guy getting up kind of slow.
Seemed like the ball slipped out of the center's hand on that quarterback-center exchange right there. Smith did fall straight on the ball.
Number 63, I guess Raymond Goddard, getting up kind of slow for the offense. They line it back up very quickly. Quarterback runs around right in, got a little daylight, but he's going to throw one just over the head of number 3, Justin Barnett.
Yeah, Justin Barnett had a little space on the back end. He got past those defensive backs. The ball just a little bit too far, had a little too much zing on it from Smith right there.
3:55 to go here in the first quarter of the scrimmage. No score. Oh, there is a score. 10-2. What am I missing? I guess I've missed a lot.
I think it's just 2-0.
Okay. Scoreboard's got 10-2, but
oh yeah, maybe it's 2-0 from the Chica sack on Cam.
There you go. Yeah, I don't think there's any way that anybody would have 10 at this point in the game. I wouldn't think. So again, a little rollout pass play, almost intercepted there by number 12 for the Red. And that's Davian, and we don't have a last name. I don't know if Davian.
Oh no, maybe it's above it. Davian Burgess Varnum.
Oh, gotcha. Boy, he's one of those 3-namers like
I like it.
Chadwell Pope or
Michael
Pope.
Kidd Gilchrist.
Wow. Well, he's going to need to get a little bigger if he wants to get that last name on his jersey. So the JV will come off the field. They'll let the first teamers for the varsity back on now. And they'll probably flip-flop the field position, I guess. So now they're going to say the red team has a 4-0 lead over the gold.
Perhaps if there was a 3 and out.
There you go.
I can't remember if that was a 3 and out or not.
Yeah, well, they did have a 3 and out on that first punt that was forced. So that's it. 4-0 Red leads here in the spring game at Billy Harrison Stadium, 2013. As we get ready for the 2013 season, Cameron again gives to his tailback number 21. That's DeAnthony Vereen. He tried to switch field, and he plowed his way northward down the field for about 3, maybe 4 tough yards. 2nd and 5, White. And we keep calling them White. It's actually the gold team, but just bear with us.
We're looking at the jerseys.
That's it. Cameron shotgun. He's got a receiver, Jaquan, and he puts a move on a man. He's got nothing but green in front of him, but overthrown slightly by Cameron.
Looking to redeem himself there. That was a great move he put on that defensive back right there to get inside of him. The ball was just a little bit overthrown, though. It would have been a touchdown. He saw green grass, nothing but green grass in front of him.
Josh, would you call that, is that basically a timing route?
Timing in, I don't know like how much they've worked on that, but it seemed like he needed more air under that ball, to be honest with you. And that's something I'm sure they practiced, so the timing was off a little bit on that play.
Make it 3rd and 5. Cameron again shotgun. He wanted to go to Jaquan again, but now he rolls back to the left, and he's got a man trying to make a one-hand grab, but incomplete over on the left side. I think that was Austin Johnson.
That would have been real pretty. Tried to snag it with his left hand.
So another 3 and out will give the Red 6-0 now, I believe.
Yeah, that Red team defense is racking up points early on.
And these are some of the things that you'll probably see now that you've got a new head coach. Aaron Self, who has been the defensive coordinator here for the last 5 years. Coach Riles was more of an offensive guy, Self a defensive guy, and you're probably going to see a stronger defensive setting, I would think, in the first few things that we see, spring scrimmage, first few games in the fall. I think your defensive tones are going to be a lot stronger than your offense maybe.
That was number 89 back there.
89 for the...
I think. I'm trying to find a name next to that, though.
Yeah, I'm not seeing 89 either. It wasn't 88. That'd be Anthony Smith. I think he wasn't as big as Anthony. So nevertheless, the JVers will run back out. This will be their second series of the game. And now we've been told that the last 2 minutes of each quarter will be handled by the Varsity, so the clock's running, 2:21 to go. First quarter, let's see if they run a play and then run them
Sure,
off.
they're going to try and hurry and get a play in there.
They've got a lineman slow to get out.
They are going to let the play in, even if it does get under 2.
So I formation, JVs, red and gold on the field now. Oh, nice. Oh, big gain. Look at that run. Nice run. Oh, and a little late hit there. Josh, who was out on the carry?
That was a pretty run right there by number 25, Jeffrey Lovett.
Boy, he's looked very strong, running straight up through
Absolutely.
the hole. Hit it hard. Yeah, I would say that's an explosive run. Let's see if they give it to him. It's got to be 15 or plus yards. I don't know if he quite gained 15. Going to roll right again, number 6, Elijah Smith.
There's your report.
Oh, the ref took it away from him. They called him. Didn't want the quarterback to get tackled there, and so on first touch they called the quarterback down. That was still a great run right there by Elijah Smith to get another first down for the white team. This JV offense looking good out there in their second possession.
Pickup of about 12 yards.
Tell you what, I bet Smith didn't like that call right there.
So they give a little handoff off right guard and maybe plows ahead for 2 or 3 yards. Looks like it might have been Lovett again. Getting the bulk of the work for the JV tonight. We're up on 1:15 to go first quarter.
It seems like that varsity rule in the last 2 minutes may have been abandoned right here.
6-1, Red leads it.
Oh, it's last 2 minutes of each half, not quarter.
Okay, well, there you go. That would explain the JVers staying out there. But they're actually moving the ball pretty good. Whites might want them to stay out there. Give off left guard for about 1.5.
At 36, Melvin Nimley came in there and made a nice tackle on the play.
I'll tell you what, number 63, Raymond Goddard, they are really running behind him. He's on the bottom of every pile that the JV Gold team on every play they've ran thus far.
Well, big bodies are valuable. You saw what happened in the most recent NFL draft with so many offensive linemen getting drafted.
I mean, that was unbelievable. Everybody came out, was wider than they were tall, it seemed like.
Absolutely.
So we've got kind of old-fashioned, almost T formation here. Elijah wants to run, try to evade, and he gets touched. And the referee's not going to blow a whistle, so I don't know what happened to the save the quarterback caused there. But
they were okay with him getting tackled with 4 guys around him, but not with 1.
Maybe on the last play of the quarter, the quarterback's fair game. I don't know. But you could see Elijah kind of pull up, waiting to hear a whistle, and the referee just kind of stood there and looked at him, and it was run for your lifetime.
And watch Elijah try and take advantage of that next time, and they blow the whistle right away.
6-1. Red leads it. We're at the end of the first quarter. Let's see if they decide to just add time to the clock or
an untimed down, perhaps. It seemed that Ward may be asking for that.
I didn't know if they would flip the field or not.
It seems they are going to have 1 untimed down here. Or are they just going to start the quarter going the same direction?
I think they're just going to have like a continuation.
Don't need to move all the chains to the opposite side.
Still can't get over this weather. It's so footballish. Feels very nice. And now referee's having a conversation with the gold team. Maybe he's saying he's sorry for letting their quarterback be open season on him while going the last play. Nice run again by Lovett. Tough run.
Yeah, Lovett. On that first touch, he's not going down.
So number 55 on the tackle for the Red.
Nadarius Smith, that was.
Good tackle, but again, another strong run by Lovett, who he's almost impressing me as much as Jaquan Daniels did last year.
They just took your buddy Ramon Goddard out of the game, so we'll see if the white team can get the running game going still.
He probably needs a bucket of water. He's been laboring. So they're trying to get word to get the clock running, and
woo.
So another draw.
That'll make it 3rd down right here. What'd you say, about 3rd and 7 yards to go?
And clock's still on 8 minutes, so the gold team getting every opportunity to get back in this game right now.
Clock malfunction or?
Elijah rolls right, complete to a man number 20 who makes a nice spin, stop, move. I tell you what, that's some special moves there.
That was Anthony Dunn right there, looking like Warwick Dunn on that run.
Well,
after the catch.
That was all him, as they used to say. Did it on his own.
And that's an explosive pass, I should say, right there. 1 point will go to the guests right there on the scoreboard. That would be the gold team.
So 6-2, Red leads it. And I'm assuming that's Lovett again off left guard.
Yeah, that was Lovett again. Had a big hole, but that closed real quick from those linebackers on that Red squad.
But one thing about Lovett, he's nimble when he hits that hole. Go talk to her. 6-3 the score.
Looks like a short and goal right here from about the 2-yard line. That's going to be my guess as to where the ball is right now.
So 3rd and goal from the 2 as the JV goal team trying to draw first blood in the end zone for both varsity and JV squads tonight. Elijah rolls right. He's got nothing but green. Touchdown.
What a beautiful fake right there. And then the bootleg out to the right. Smith gets it in there. Tosses the ball to the ref as he should. No spiking the ball or anything like that. Puts the gold team up 9-6 right here in the second quarter.
So Elijah Smith, do we remember this guy from last year?
I don't remember saying his name a lot. I remember Olin Cato on JV getting a lot of throws.
Well, this guy looks pretty good.
He does.
Very quick with his feet. Reminds you of a very young Marte Maddox, the way he escapes out of that pocket and excels with a burst of speed around the end. So 9-6. Now the gold leads the red. And the first teamers for the varsity back on the field now. Cameron Johnson and company will line it up on the 30.
So from what I just heard, this is now the beginning of the second quarter. They wanted to allow the JV to finish that drive, and they did successfully. So now the second quarter timing will officially start with 8 minutes remaining in the half.
Well, now it all makes perfect sense. So varsity on the field. 9-6. Gold leads the red. Cameron's going to bootleg around to the left side, and he's got a man falling down complete, Jaquan Dowdy. And that ball's out to about the 43, first down.
That
Goal.
was pretty. Just short of an explosive pass, but still a great pass right there for the first down from Cam to Dowdy.
So a pickup of about 14, almost 15 yards to the left side. Cameron looked good on that throw. 7:48 to go, first half. They give up the middle again to number 21, DeAnthony Vereen.
I liked how Vereen kept his balance right there. It seemed like he was going down even before he got to the line of scrimmage, kept his balance, and managed to get a couple yards out of that.
Stayed squared up, hit a couple of defenders before he went down. Seeing a lot of strong running tonight, Josh. A lot of guys that ain't going down after the first lick.
That's good to see. We're seeing that from all of the backs, not just one of them.
Cameron drops back, fakes a handoff, throws, lets it rip down the middle. He's got a man. Almost incomplete.
Wow.
Oh,
it is intercepted.
So there's an interception for the red. Let's get a number.
Looks like number 6, Rayshawn McCall with the interception right there. The rising sophomore with a great play on the ball. It was a little bit underthrown from Cam. McCall takes advantage of that with the big interception.
And that'll put the red up now 12-9 over the gold.
Oh, yeah, turnover, 6 points for the defense.
And it looks like they're going to let the JV get a little bit more wind over there on the sideline. They're going to leave the varsity up there. An update from baseball playoff action from Ivy Watson Field. Gainesville now 2, Hiram nothing that game in the bottom of the second inning. So the Hiram Hornets, 5 innings from elimination in this state playoff run on this first round action on this weekend of May. Cameron gives to Jaquan Daniels, that looks like, to the right side, and he's stopped for no gain.
Now that is one name we said a ton during JV calls. Jaquan Daniels looking solid in pregame warm-ups. We took note of that.
Well, he's definitely passing the eyeball test this year, Josh. Looks like he's gotten thicker and bigger. And we know from last year he likes to run upright. He don't like to shy away from nothing. He just likes to run with that head up and find that second gear once he gets through the line of scrimmage. Cameron's looking over in the right flat, got Jaquan incomplete, overthrew him.
Had a little bit of space out there on the sideline as well, but just overthrown right there on that nice little screen from Daniels coming out of the backfield to the right flank.
So again, 3rd and long for the gold here on offense, and there's been a lot of those tonight, a lot of third down situations. I'm sure the Gladiators looking for that go-to guy in the backfield, trying to find somebody to ride the shoulders of this year. We've had so many great running backs over the years. Cameron pump fakes, throws. He's got a man streaking down the right sideline, complete.
That was pretty.
Jaquan Daniels.
Beautiful pump fake right there from Cam. Jaquan Dowdy, I should say, stopped real quick and then went again. Stop and go right there. Nice little pump from Cam and beautiful throw right on the money to get that explosive pass for 1 point. For
my bad on the call. I was thinking Jaquan Daniels. That's Jaquan Dowdy.
I got him mixed up a while ago. So
number 1, number 4. There you go. Nice catch by Dowdy. Looking for a lot of things out of him his senior year coming up this season. Shotgun, big 3rd down conversion for the gold. And they give it up the middle, and again, 21 Vereen has about 2 or 3 red shirts riding down to about the 30.
And you could tell he had his hands securing that football as he made that run. A bunch of red jerseys snatching at the ball. He does a great job, Vereen does, holding on to that ball and securing it while running through that hole.
So the goal to line up in the I formation, second and a short 2. 5:54 to go, first half. Again, hit behind the line, but he breaks through 2 or 3 tacklers off to the left side. And again, very strong running by Vereen.
Absolutely. This is beautiful. Not going down on first contact at all, Buster. Great blocks on the outside by the wide receivers as well.
14-10, Red leads. We'll see if they award a point for that run there.
It looked like an explosive run to me. It deserves a point in my mind.
14-11, 3-point lead for the Red as the Gold team is inside the red zone. They're on the 15-yard line, 1st and 10. I formation, camera, man in motion. He's going to fake a handoff row right. He's got a lot of room. Will Cameron keep it? He's being chased, and he's caught by Kayvon Williams after a pickup of about a yard.
You got to give compliments to the defense there. Cam's a pretty quick quarterback and would have loved to take that bootleg out across the right side. Kayvon Williams does a great job tracking him down from across the field.
I'll tell you what, Cameron had that with green, and all of a sudden a red blur just came across the field. It was Kayvon Williams.
Like a bullet coming across that field.
2nd and 9, 4:57 to go. 14-11, Red leads by 3. Austin Johnson in motion. 3 receivers over here to the left side. They spread them out. Cameron throws. He tries to thread a needle, but it's incomplete. Looking for Jaquan Dowdy.
Great little rollout there by Cam. Had a couple receiving options in the area, but they were all tightly covered by that defense. This brings up a 3rd and long right here from the Gold team, trailing 14-11.
So it looks like Coach Aaron Cabin's doing most of the play calling this spring session for the offense. And I see Coach Holtz out there as well. Coach Self's on the field. He's been on the field the entire game. But new waters for Coach Self. Cameron, nice pass across the middle. Is that Anthony Smith?
That was 89,
Number
who I saw
89,
earlier,
who
I
we do
didn't
not have a name for.
Right.
We'll see if we can get a name with that number.
I'll tell you, that was a pretty play. They snuck a wide receiver
Number 89.
underneath on a slant that seemed to draw attention from the linebacker for 89 to slip right up the middle of the defense wide open for the touchdown. Beautiful pass there from Cam.
Well, when I saw the jersey, I was thinking 88 Anthony Smith, but it's definitely an 89, and we're going to see if we can get you that young man's name. It was a great catch, falling away from the ball and falling away from Cameron, but he was heading toward the end zone. That's where he wanted to be. 17-14, Gold leads. They're trying to tack on a point. No good. So with 4:35 to go in the first half of the 2013 spring game, Gold 17, Red 14, and Josh, your impressions early here.
Well, the first possession didn't go so well for either squad, but now they're getting their footing, getting used to being back in this game type action right here. I'm loving what I'm seeing. The defense moving around very fast. I know you talked about Coach being the defensive coordinator for many years. You can tell the defense is flying to the ball. But I'm liking what I'm seeing out of these two offenses right here, both JV and the varsity offense, both quarterbacks looking good. Smith and Cameron Johnson moving their teams down the field.
Well, I think what I'm liking, we're running between the tackles. And so many years past, we've tried to scat outside and break away around the ends, but we've got a lot of running backs just lowering their head and lowering the boom and running up on those linemen. And, hey, I like it. Smash mouth football.
True.
That's what I like to watch. Jay Veer's back out on the field, 17-14. Gold has the ball. Gold's always on offense. Red's always on defense. And it looks like Elijah's going to roll out to the right side. He's got a man complete. And did he stay in bounds? I believe he did. Let's get a number on that receiver, Josh. I can't.
Look like number either 6 or 8. Looks like they're saying number 8, Antonio Goings.
Little guy from Bernie Harris Lines, I do believe. And they say he stepped out of bounds.
Well, dang, it was a nice grab, too, by Goings.
Well, and it would have been on the BHL film projector at the cafeteria tomorrow if he had made that catch. Nice little run here by a vested jersey Gladiator who we can't hardly see a number on. And they're saying 35?
Or 45.
45. Red.
Aaron Gresham.
So Aaron Gresham. And boy, if you only knew about the name Gresham through Clarke Central folklore, it goes all the way back to the 70s, Josh.
Really?
There's a Gresham that played at West Virginia. There's a Gresham that played at North Carolina A&T. I mean, you can go through the 70s, 80s, 90s. There's almost always a Gresham somewhere on the roster. Nice little draw play here. Going to be thrown for a loss.
Looks like that'll make it a 3 and out. A point going to go to the red team right there.
I'll tell you, number 3, Ja'Cory Jordan on the tackle for the red. Nice stop from the safety position to come up to the line of scrimmage and put a hell on that guy. So this might be the first 4th down for the JV offense tonight, and they're going to go for it.
You get 2 points if you. Oh, it would be a turnover. So that would be 6 points. 6 points on the line here for the red team if they can get a stop.
So Coach Ward's filling it, and he's wanting to go. And I bet he went behind Goddard,
but
I don't know if
they
they got
stop.
anything. I think they did.
That red team front line just stifled that offensive line at the line of scrimmage. It will be red team ball going the opposite way.
Leading the way for the red team, number 52, Esteban Barrow. Made a big lick for the red team.
Get him some water on the sideline. That was a great job right there.
17-14. Varsity back out on the field. Gold over the red. Gold's in white, red's in red. They'll start over on the 30. And who have we got? Is that Cameron at quarterback still? Yep. Lone setback. I guess that's 21.
Oh, it looks like 4 back there
Number
now.
4, that's
Jaquan Daniels.
Okay. Hard to see the jerseys from this angle we're at. Cameron fakes a handoff, and he got touched behind the line, but they're going to let him play through it, and he throws one deep incomplete.
You can tell he was a little off balance after being chased by that defensive player right there, trying to deliver that throw. That's why it went a little bit too far left for his wide receiver.
So in these games, Josh, is it typically one hand or 2 hands that has to hit the quarterback? You reckon this maybe has to be 2 hands?
Well, a lot of times,
clearly one hand there, and they didn't stop.
A lot of times on the college level, they even put the quarterback in a different jersey to signify that he shouldn't be tackled or even touched.
Right.
Well, after Smith got touched the first time, I thought it was one hand thing, but when he got tackled the second time, I don't even know anymore, to be honest with you.
Jaquan Daniels tries to run around the left side for little or no gain, maybe a yard. It's going to be 3rd and 9.
I would think a 2-hand thing is fair enough to say, because 1 hand you could just be falling away and touch him. 2 hands is safe enough to say, I'm about to tackle you.
I just don't know how you put the brakes on as a defender. I mean,
True.
You're trained to grab, you're trained to throw, you're trained to be mean. I would be grabbing jersey and just pulling
I've heard
down.
stories about Tim Tebow laying out defenders coming at him, and he
spring
played back
games?
at Florida.
Oh, okay.
And he wasn't supposed to be touched.
Tragedy what's happened to
Oh,
that man.
my.
And that was an inadvertent lick. I believe that's number 43 for the red, Kevin Irwin. There you go. The first big lick of the night for the red defense. 17-16, and that pulls the red team within a point. So far, the defense has been pretty much up to the test.
Yeah, they gave him a sack and a 3 and out there to get 4 points on the board for him. And yeah, the defense is really showing out. I'm liking what I'm seeing from the defense. Linebackers flying around on blitzes.
Well, Josh, your memory's better than mine, especially in this day and time. We got to give 89 a name here. Now, give me a famous 89 right now.
Santana Moss.
Santana Moss, deep to return for the Gladiators here. Santana throws up an arm. He's going to let it bounce. And the ball's going to come to a rest around the 48, 49-yard line.
Santana nods his head and says, big-time players make big-time plays in big-time games.
And big-time decisions. That was a good decision just to let that ball roll.
Was indeed.
So they're going to let the varsity play through the last 2 minutes of the half here with 1:33 to go. The Gold will get another crack to try to put some points on the board. 17-16, they lead the Red by 1.
Yeah, I was wondering how fair that was, and I'm guessing the defensive coach has something to say about that because they basically punted themselves into better field position for the next drive.
There you go. You can't do it on the air, on the ground or through the air, just punt.
We're going to punt for an extra 30 yards here, so they do move them back a couple yards from where the punt landed.
1st and 10 on the 40. Cameron's got 2 wideouts to both sides. High snap. He looks left. He tries to get away from pressure, and he's going to be hit behind the line. Stopped by number 25 for the Red. And that's Nathan Fulton. He'll be another big name you'll hear all season long this coming season.
Yeah, that defensive line is making some holes for the linebackers and for themselves. They're really getting a lot of pressure into the backfield today.
1:10 to go in the half. Cameron Rose right. Quan Russell giving chase. And a nice little completion.
They called him out of bounds.
Well, see, I think what's confusing everybody.
We see the white line, but they must be calling it on a blue line over there. It's hard for us to see.
Because they've got all the players standing behind the white line. That's why it looks like it would be out of bounds. But if you look at the orange yard markers, they're definitely in front of the white line. So. And I would imagine that would be tough for a player on the field, too.
Yeah, because the guy, he was standing there like he was wide open.
It's going to bring up a 3rd and 11. 46 seconds to go in the half. 17 for the Gold, 18 for the Red. Red leads by 1.
Yeah, this Red team defense really putting up some points right here. Usually spring games go in favor of the first team offense, but this first team defense is showing a lot of skill today.
Shotgun with trips to the right side. Cameron barking signals. Backs up, looks. He's going to try to get away from some pressure. He rolls left, he looks, he throws. Incomplete. Nice defensive play there by, again, number 43, Kevin Irwin.
Great job there.
Got a hand in there, kind of rode the back shoulder of the receiver just like they teach you to do it in the pros.
And got his body in the air to deflect it. That was great.
Good job, Irwin. He was a guy that had to fight through some injuries last year, about midway through the season. I think he was on a kickoff coverage play and banged up one of his shoulders, but he looks mighty strong here today on the defensive side.
It looks like I'm trying to get a handle on what just happened here. They're moving the ball to where Irwin just made that defensive stop.
And you got to think the defense ain't liking all these gifts. They're stopping them time and time again. But the Gold gets the luxury of just starting play up again. 52 seconds to go. They're going to do a drill, I guess, from the 50-yard line, maybe a 2-minute offense drill here. Cameron rolls right, throws over to the sideline, complete, and inbounds
that
this time.
That is inbounds, just before the blue line on the outside there. By number 10, Austin Johnson, one of his favorite targets out there.
And that's a young man that a lot of people just don't understand what an athlete Austin is. He's the backup quarterback, and he could easily be playing quarterback anywhere else if he wasn't playing here at Clarke Central behind Cameron Johnson. He's a good athlete, plays basketball as well. Just a fine young man. Great catch. Shotgun formation. They throw the Austin over here to the left side. He overthrows him incomplete.
That was a great call right there. Had a lot of space. Had 2 blockers right in front of him. Santana Moss and number 26, Marcus Campbell, were both on the outside right there, ready to block.
So that was that little, I guess, bubble-type screen thing where they did the 2 blockers
and
try to lead him down the field.
Steve Spurrier loved to do that against Georgia back in the day.
Didn't just love to do it, he did do it for about, I don't know, 15-some-odd years there. 18-17 your score. Red leads by 1. We're trying to complete the first half of play here. Clarke Central Red and Gold game, 2013 spring scrimmage. And it's batted down by Kayvon Williams. And I'll tell you what, if he hadn't batted it down, Jaquan might have been gone.
Yeah, that was a pretty pass, but another great job by Kayvon Williams. I'm seeing him all over the field. Earlier in this drive, I saw him blitzing Cam on the outside. This time, he makes a deflection about 20 yards down the field in pass coverage.
Well, and that was the thing that made Kayvon so special last year. On defense, he was just such a swarmer, and he had a knack for getting to the ball just like Drico Statham did, and they're going to be looking for huge things out of him this year. Him and Chico Nookum both. Cameron. He fires it to the right side. Nice falling catch there.
That was a great play. It looked like a little
Jaquan
short
Dowdy.
zone right there. Dowdy gets behind the zone and open for the first down.
Well, so far, Jaquan Dowdy and Austin Johnson both making big statements about them wanting to be the go-to guy this year. 27 seconds. Cameron, shotgun. He's going to do a little quarterback draw, and he finally gets touched after a gain of about 8. Clock's running because he stayed in bounds.
They're trying to hurry things up.
10 seconds.
What is happening here?
And they're going to call
Timeout.
a timeout.
Timeout. Smart decision right there.
So the goal calls a time. So they're going to meet with both the offense and the defense. So the goal with a chance to add some points. It's 18-17 red, 10 seconds to go. And with the crazy scoring system we got, it's anybody's game right now.
Right. I'm sure the red would like to get a turnover, get them 6 more points. The gold team trying to score, get themselves 6 points. With the red team still with a 1-point lead here right before halftime. Friggin' we'll see them set up in that wide spread offensive set again. Had 4 wide receivers in that last play.
So goal comes out on the field. They're going to try to line up something here with 10 seconds to go to try to find pay dirt. They're about 11, maybe 12 yards outside the end zone here.
Got 3 wide receivers on the left side of the field, and Jaquan Dowdy, the lone wide receiver to the right of Cam Johnson.
And who we got? Jaquan Daniels in the backfield? Or is that Vereen? I can't see.
I can't tell, to be honest with you.
Hard angle to see a number. Cameron. And that's Vereen in the backfield. But Cameron's going to have too much pressure, and he's going to get tagged down, and the clock's going to run
There's
out
not enough
right
time.
there.
There's not enough time to spike it.
They're going to go ahead and let him run. They're saying 4 seconds.
You got Cam Johnson on a keeper. I believe he did get a first down. Yes, he did. First and goal, and that's 3 consecutive first downs for the
So another gift for the offense.
And they do get a point for 3 consecutive first downs
The
as
red
well.
defense saying time ran out, coach. And Cameron's going to spike it and stop it with 2 seconds. So we're tied up 18 apiece. And if the red can come out with a tie right now, they'll probably consider that a victory for this half.
Even more incentive to get a big stop right here for the red team.
So the red definitely feels like the gold's getting some serious home cooking here in this spring scrimmage. 2 seconds to go. Shotgun Cameron. Vereena's lone setback. He's got 3 receivers to the left. He looks left. He throws. Touchdown.
Well, got a flag on the play.
Well, and that's got to be a ref feeling sorry for the red there. These guys say, "No, wait a minute, guys. We can't. This, you know." It's
Regardless
18-18.
of what that
Let's
call
see who they
was.
called on.
Great passing play by Cam. Oh, an eligible wide receiver downfield. As the
So
red team claps their hands.
that'll wipe out the touchdown. But now can the half end on a defensive penalty? Oh, no, offensive penalty.
I don't think they're going to let it in, though. It can, though.
It can, but
we've already
not,
seen what's
not
happened.
tonight.
What's
Not tonight.
happened earlier in this drive, but that does not bode for that.
So with a tie score, I'm sure the red will take the penalty because they don't want to give the gold the touchdown, but will that give them another play?
Looks like they're trying to figure out where to spot the ball right now.
You got to back it up from the previous spot on the penalty.
That's what one would think. That's what the
Yeah, the ball was previously on the 12, but the chain gang says the 10. And now the The men in stripes have made their decision.
And they are backing it
and
up.
they're going to step it off 5 yards. So another big break for the gold. Ineligible man downfield tonight only cost you 5 yards. So another free play here for the gold to try to get some points. 18-18 our score. The red defense has been all but stellar. And they'll have one more chance to stop the gold here with no time on the clock. Cameron, shotgun.
Figure we'll see him roll out possibly to the right side of the field on this one.
He's got twin receivers to both sides. He's going to survey the field. And he's getting heavy pressure. Cameron throws one to the corner.
Oh, my
Touchdown.
goodness.
They gave it to him. Touchdown.
That was beautiful.
Who made the reception
That's
there?
your man right there, Austin Johnson. You were talking about him earlier.
Austin Johnson.
They're diving on him in the corner of the end zone. That resembled a Michael Johnson catch that Georgia Auburn a few years back. That was just beautiful. Cameron puts it up in the air. Austin goes up and gets it.
Well, the whole good thing about that play, Cameron was in trouble. He had to make something out of nothing. He really didn't make a great throw.
Right.
But Austin Johnson made the play.
Mm-hmm.
He went up, got the ball, made the score. And that was just a good note to end on here on the first half for the gold. 24-18 they lead, and we'll try another extra point by Jacques Germain. Number 57, Malik Derricott, late getting on the field for the red. Now he gets set. They'll snap it. They'll kick it. And it is good. So your halftime score, gold 25, red 18. We're going to take a little water break here for this 2013 spring game. They'll take a 10-minute break here before they resume play here in the third quarter. Gold 25, red 18. This is GITV.
If they don't break, I'll go. I bet you that was the quickest 10-minute break of your life, wasn't it? We're started right back up here at Billy Henderson Stadium as the JV offense is out here in gold. They complete a pass on the first play of the second half. Beautiful play right there. It goes to Antonio Goings right there from number 6, Elijah Smith, to start out the second half. On a bright note, too.
Yeah, so the offense gets the ball anywhere they want to put the ball down in this scrimmage, and there's no halftime to boot. I guess the band didn't get the memo, so we're going to play on. 7:51 to go, third quarter. Antonio Goins makes a spectacular catch to start things off as the JVers now run a man to the right side. And then we'll see if we can get a number on him.
It almost looked like 15.
Michael Walker.
Yeah.
Nice carry over here to the right side.
I can only see the shoulder pads, though. It may be 45. Oh, it was 15.
You were correct. And that was a nice gain, 8 yards to the right side. JV has been picking up yardage in chunks, by the way, on offense.
True.
Goes look very good on offense. Red has looked very good on defense. So a little trap play to the left side. Not much doing. I think it's going to bring up a 3rd and short.
Knocked down by Legion of Gladiator defenders. Short gain, 3rd down and 2.
Yeah, that will be a 3rd and short. 3rd and 2 right here. We'll see if they give the ball back to 15 again. That's Michael Walker.
So I formation here. For Elijah Smith as he rolls to the right.
Oh.
And he was looking for Goings again, but incomplete. Knocked down by number 17 for the Red. And that's Camonte Brown. I guess Camonte Brown. Nice play.
That'll bring up a 4th down. Seems like Coach Ward's catching the hang of, even if you punt it, you're still going to be on offense. So trying to get another opportunity right here on a 4th and short.
Yeah, why not? I mean, you're going to get the ball back anyway.
Exactly.
So why not? They run a little toss sweep over here to the right side, but he's going to get dragged down the line of scrimmage.
Yeah, he did.
Looks like number 43 for the Red team. Calvin Nimley on the play. Wow. So we've been giving Kevin Irwin a lot of props tonight for the Red defense, and it's actually Paul Eckhart. And now it makes more sense, some of those tackles we've been seeing, because Eckhart, I'll tell you what, he brings the lumber every play.
Not a great play on a defensive pass coverage as well.
So we get that corrected. JVers are still. 51, TJ Ellis.
Looking like a 2nd and 8 for the gold team here. An I formation.
Elijah rolls left. Incomplete.
Great coverage there yet again by a Red team linebacker. That's number 49, Quindarius McNair on the coverage.
26-18, 5:37 to go, third quarter. The JV has been on the field the entire third quarter. And you kind of wonder, maybe they're going to let them go the distance in the third. Maybe the Varsity's going to go the distance in the fourth. I'm just guessing. 3rd and 9. JV gold on JV red.
Looks like our 2nd flag of the ball game coming up here.
Well, and it could be that jet that's flying overhead. The referees might not want to interrupt the Gold's rhythm here on offense. Might be a little stoppage in play here to aid them on the signal calling.
Hey, we're used to it now. They will move back to gold, though.
It must have been an illegal formation or something. So they'll line it up again. What kind of formation is that, Josh? I call it like a old T formation. What would you call that there?
The wide receiver set up in a shotgun.
Elijah.
With 2 backs next to him.
Oh, nice move.
Oh, here we go again. The whistle was not blown.
Yeah, and I mean, you know, Elijah's waiting on somebody to blow a whistle, and guys are just taking shots.
It does say in the rules, quarterbacks will not be live. That seems to be the case for every quarterback but Elijah Smith tonight, as they do call a fumble on the play.
Well, you know, if I was Elijah, I'd be complaining. I'd be like, Coach, did you get the memo? Did you send it to the referees?
Yeah, that gives 6 points right there to the Red squad.
Wow. So other than the referees calling it pretty much for the goal in every other aspect of the game, the one thing they have not done is give Elijah Smith a break when he's at quarterback. So I guess it all evens out in the long run. Varsity back on the field. And that may be Austin Johnson this time at quarterback, is it? Is that number 10? Number 12. That's Akeem Wise, quarterbacking now for the Gladiators as he gave it to Jaquan Daniels
Number 12,
for no gain. Matter of fact, he lost 2 or 3 yards.
hands off number 4, Jaquan Daniels, taken down by number
So this will be the second team offense
31, T.J. Ellison.
and probably the second team defense for Varsity, although it looks like a lot of big Varsity numbers out there. Mathan Fulton, Chica Nookum, Cedric Armstrong. It's maybe the number 1 defense, as a matter of fact.
A lot of young tight ends in there I'm noticing for this gold squad. Just brought in A.J. Stokes, a 9th grader, rising sophomore.
AJ had a good year last year with the JV. Wise drops back. Nice pass, complete over here to the right side. And I believe that was number 26, Marcus Campbell.
Yeah, that was a great pass. Leading the receiver out toward the sideline. The DB can't make a play on that ball. Puts it in perfect spot for Campbell to catch that ball and get out of bounds.
Well, I'm going to tell you what, Akeem Wise came into the Loganville game last year, Josh, as a freshman. And he just heaved one up from the 50 to the end zone for a touchdown. I mean, it was nothing to it. Like,
Wow.
he just didn't even strain to throw the ball. He's got an arm. Got an arm.
And he showed it off on that play.
Again, nice little fake, and he rolls around right, and he's got a lot of room. And look at him. He's wanting to run and hit a red jersey. He's like, okay, if you ain't going to blow the whistles, I'll take the lick. And he strides all the way down to the 30, first down.
I'm liking it. The crowd loving it as well. You can hear the crowd below us making some noise for Akeem Wise as he comes into this ball game.
I'll tell you what, I like his mentality. You know, I'm not going to wait on a whistle. I'll just go ahead and hit you. Let's just go ahead and get that over with.
Exactly.
I'm out here. I'm live. Let's go. 27-26. Gold leads by a point. Big explosive run by Akeem Wise. He rolls left. He's got a receiver complete for about a 3-4 yard gain. And we'll get a number to you as soon as we can. Santana Moss.
Yeah, Santana Moss. Great catch right there.
Second down and 6.
4:01 to go. Third quarter. Akeem Wise is
He's got this
moving
offense rolling.
good. Yes, sir. Under center now. Lone setback. Looks like Jaquan. And, man, did he make a nice cut. Look at Jaquan Daniels go. He's going to go for a touchdown.
Oh, my
Give
goodness.
him 6.
I've
touchdown.
seen that one before.
Man, I'll
Jaquan
tell you
Daniels starts out going a little bit to his right, makes that cut back, and he's gone. You just felt it.
He just stopped, I mean, on a dime, and then broke that thing out to the left side. And I mean, it was a foot race then.
That was beautiful. We saw that a lot in JV last year. Now seeing it in the spring game. Fans know what they have to look forward to next year from Daniels.
33-26. Gold extends their lead now to 7. And they'll try to tack on another point. The kick is up, and the kick is good. 34-26, 3:29 to go in the third quarter of the Red and Gold 2013 spring scrimmage.
You can see the JV team jogging down to the left end of the field right now to get ready for their next drive, as Varsity and JV are rotating on offense and defense. Give some of these youngsters a chance to show what they can do.
Yeah, the JV has not had a problem all night on offense, that's for sure. And a lot of these guys, you know, they'll start the year on JV, but then usually, as usual, what happens in high school football, halfway through the season, they'll quickly make it up to varsity for the last half of the season. So we still got Elijah Smith in there at quarterback. Running backs, who you got, Josh? Can you see?
No, I can't see from this angle.
Oh, well, a false
Like a
start.
flag.
Mm-hmm.
Now we can see. It's 26 out there at running back. Well, is that 25? 25, Jeffrey Lovett.
Well, it's pretty much been the same guys, which they're Probably not as deep on the JV side over there as they are the varsity side here. So these guys will probably pretty much be the same the rest of the way.
Right.
Back them up 5, 1st and 15. Gold leads red, 34-26. JV squad's on the field right now. Elijah Smith, the quarterback, has looked good so far. So has this kid, Lovett. Tries to take on 2 or 3 red jerseys, but this does not get much footing going on that carry as he's dragged down behind the line.
From a defensive standpoint, I mean, both JV and varsity defenses, they're swarming to the football, and they're gang tackling people. It's not just one guy putting a helmet on them. You see multiple guys each time going to put a helmet on the ball carrier.
So we got a little stoppage here. I don't know if it's equipment or instruction. Okay, must be some instruction on the offensive line. And now Ward's talking to his running backs, making sure they line up right.
Calling the fumble risky.
There it may be. Elijah chunks one to the left side, but he underthrows a receiver, almost intercepted by number 1 for the red team, Jermaine Browner.
And the JV got a long third down here, about a 3rd and 14.
Well, I tell you what, they're bringing in a big guy, number 72, on offense. Shukri, a lamb.
I say just run behind him. Elijah's going to roll left, and he completes it. That goes to number 20, Anthony Dunn. But that is far short of the first down right there. Make it 4th down. We've seen the JV going for it a lot on 4th. This time, however, they'll go ahead and give things up to the varsity. So, should be points for the red team right there for a 3 and out, 2 points.
So with 153 to go in the 3rd quarter, 34-26, Gold leads.
Are they not going to count those 2 points? Well, for the red team's sake, I'll call it 34-28 now.
Nice little fake by Elijah. And complete over here to the left side. Well, I'm sorry, this is varsity again. That's
Akeem
Wise.
Wise.
Okay.
Ball was almost intercepted, though, by Kenyatta Jones.
Nice breeze coming into the press box now.
That does feel good.
Wind's starting to come a little more from the southwest, I guess. Akeem shouting instructions. I formation, he's under center. And he's going to bootleg and roll right. He's getting chased, but he makes a nice throw across the 50, and I believe it's complete.
That's pretty, too. There was coverage out there around the wide receiver. Akeem Wise gets that ball barely in there. Is that to the tight end? Anthony Smith? No, that was to A.J. Stokes, actually.
A.J. Stokes, 84.
Is he beyond the line of scrimmage? What was the penalty? Oh, incomplete.
3rd and 10. White team.
Austin Johnson going to come out here and be closest to your screen.
1:13 to go, 3rd quarter. Varsity's on the field. Gold leads the red 34-26. Trips to the left side. Wise calling something. He's changing it up. He moves Vereen over to his right. Vereen doesn't want to go over there. He says, get over there. They're going to run a little trap to the left. And look at Vereen turn on the jets here.
Oh,
Boy, one
wow.
man to get around. And, I mean, that's a power run.
Oh, my
Big
goodness
time.
gracious.
Give Wise credit for seeing something at the line of scrimmage.
Yes.
Moving his running back over to the right side, and he saw something in that left lane.
You want a quarterback to be able to make those calls at the line of scrimmage. That's a great call right there. Change things up a little bit for an explosive run right there by the Gold team. That'll get them 1 point.
35-26, 1:05 to go, third quarter. Give Wise as much credit as Vereen on that play. And Vereen, look at the power. I mean, even when he gets stopped, he falls for a couple.
Not letting that first defender tackle him, ever.
What do they call that? Yak. Yards after contact.
I like it.
I mean, they're getting a lot of it tonight. Clock running, 45, 44, 43, third quarter. 35-26, Gold leads the red. Wise again seeing something he doesn't like in the coverage, so he switches guys around. They're going to get a flag and maybe an illegal formation here. Let's see.
It was even before the snap, though, so somebody may have moved.
Referee's pointing at somebody. Might have been big number 70 for the white team, the Gold team, excuse me. Whew, I'm going to let you take a stab at that one.
I want to say Adon Marina Fuentes.
Sounds like my favorite play at El Sol.
Taqueria?
Good sounding name there. Good sounding name. Big guy, too. Huge, and he's only a sophomore, Josh.
You see him holding down the left side of the line come this fall.
Hakeem. He's got trips to the right side. One receiver over here to the left. Drops back, rolls right.
Looked like a little contact before the ball got there, and the flag does come.
Who's that? Number 15, I think, Marquavius Ford. Got a little anxious on the coverage.
Yeah, the ball was intended for 26, Marcus Campbell. Yeah, just a little too soon right there, hitting that wide receiver.
2 seconds to go in the quarter. 35-26, Gold leads.
I'm even seeing some former Gladiators down on the sideline taking in the action. Looks like Alan Posey down there in orange with the hat on.
Well, I tell you, he wears his colors proud, don't he?
University of Tennessee ball player.
He does. And he's very active. He comes down there every chance he gets. Always wanting to know what's happening with this Clarke Central football program.
Good thing to see from the letterman.
Shotgun, 2 seconds to go, 35-26. And nice little toss to the left side. He may break it. Nice run by
they even
Vereen
took out
there.
the ref down there.
Wow. Big run. The Anthony Vereen. I tell you what, he's making a strong statement.
Yeah, get used to calling that name. Another explosive run right there from Vereen. That'll put another 1 point up on the board for the Gold team.
And I believe that's our first double-digit lead of the game. 36-26, Gold leads the red. So is this one of them things where they play it on out and start the next quarter after this drive's done, or will the clock start here?
I guess we'll figure it out in the next couple plays. That's a good question. Oh, wow.
Nice snag by Dowdy. Well, I tell you what, Hakeem threw that ball only where Dowdy could catch it.
Yep. Beautiful catch, too. Diving for the ball is Dowdy to come up with that snag. That'll be second and goal for the Gold squad.
Trips to the right side. Wise has looked very sharp on this drive. He's engineered a nice one. Throws it over to the right side. Looking for Austin Johnson, who catches it and dives. Touchdown.
Buddy, that was a great play. It seemed like the Gold team was ready for that blitz the red team brought right there. They throw a quick bubble screen, and Austin Johnson sneaks it into the end zone on the right side.
But another little thing that you got to take away from that play is how fast Wise saw the blitz.
Oh, yeah.
Got rid of the ball
Yeah.
very quickly, did not hesitate.
Quick tick
That,
muscles.
that play in the audible earlier with the running back Vereen to go to the left side, just two great calls by the quarterback on the run and on the fly.
And that's something good for the coaches to see. You're always wondering what can happen if your first-string quarterback ever has a reason to go out of the game. You know, who you're going to put in. Wise making a case to be that person.
Well,
this
he's
coming
made some
season.
good decisions on the field thus far. Because, I mean, all them plays, I didn't see no coach in his ear, did you?
No,
I mean, it's
not
all
at all.
on him. 42-26. The lead has grown to 16 for the Gold. $7:41 to go in the game. 2013 spring game, Clarke Central, red and gold from Athens, Georgia, Billy Henderson Stadium. As Jock Germain comes in to kick the extra point. Kick is blocked. Let's see who got a hand on it.
It seems like that red team's been going for that extra point block this entire game, and they finally get it. A flag is called, but looks like they're going to try and decline the flag and just move on with the ball game here.
See, I've got an 83 there, which I do not have a name or a number. So I think that's who got a hand on it. And they're just going to let the JVers come back out. So I guess the block was good.
Trying to tell if they have the same bunch in there for the JVers.
Well, they're going to start off on the 30. Will the JV? Gold leads at 42-26.
I noticed the JV does have a couple of new faces in the game at wide receiver, including number 5. Jeon Blackman. I'm trying to see the other.
Is that number 10 maybe?
Blackman is an 8th grader, I'm hearing.
Maybe Jaron or Jaron Thomas. Number 10. I don't know if that's him over here or not. So a gain of 1 on the play by Lovett. It's going to make it 2nd and 9. 7:20 to go in the game. Gold leads by 16, 42-26.
Red team hoping to get some turnovers here, get them back in this ball game.
I formation. Elijah looks over his shoulder. Going to give to the up back, and he's met by 2 or 3 red shirts and nothing doing. Nice stop by the red team. Been a very entertaining spring game so far, Josh.
Oh, yeah, it has. In this second half, the offense is really showing out. As you pointed out earlier in the ball game, these running backs making some big plays on the ground for the Gladiators, and that's a good thing to see.
Well, and I tell you what I'm noticing, too, a lot of times this late in these type of games, you see a lot of hands on the hips. You see a lot of people loafing or taking their time getting off the field. I still see a lot of hustle and a lot of hops in the steps of these guys. Good conditioning. Incomplete pass there. Looking for Goings again. He's been a favorite target for Elijah tonight. 6:17 to go in the game. 4th and let's call it 8.
Looks like Coach Ward is about to send the JV off the field again for the varsity to come back. Unless
they'll probably run the 4th down play before they'll let the varsity on. But see if Ward reaches into his bag of tricks here. Might be the last time the JV gets out there.
Right.
I formation, don't look like nothing fancy. Elijah's going to roll left.
Here we go. Make a block for the quarterback.
And they're just going, and well, finally, you know, I don't get that. Oh, so they're calling him out of bounds. Okay.
But at least he got a first down.
Well, at least he finally got a whistle.
Right.
I mean, you got to run out of bounds to get a whistle if you're Elijah Smith.
Well, he already knew he was going to have to keep running no matter what there.
Yeah, he's pretty much, if he runs a quarterback keeper, I guarantee the play is called run for my life. On one, ready, break.
Mm-hmm.
So, 6:11 to go in the game. 42-26, Gold leads. Shotgun formation, snaps bobbled, can't get it up.
Oh, my.
And he finally falls on the ball. Loss of about 3. Clock continues to run. We're inside 6 minutes. So the defense got 2 points on the play for a loss.
It's been a while since they put points up. That's good to see.
Yeah, they've been in a serious drought this second half. 42-28, I formation. They give to Lovett. Lovett grinds and churns for about 3 or 4 big yards, and it's going to bring up third in about 9.5.
Short gain. Second down and 9. Excuse me, third down and 9.
I formation. JV squad's in now for the gold and the red as we approach the 5-minute mark. Elijah rolls right. Has a man across the middle.
Wow.
Complete. Nice catch.
I'm telling you now.
49. Kamal Wiley.
Kamal Wiley making a great play on the ball right there. Jumping up in the air, snagging that ball and being it right into his chest to run after the catch.
Well, that had some shades of Michael Irvin there. Jump, catch, plant your feet, and take off. Good catch.
It's one of those things where if you're watching the highlights, you're like, that jumps off the film at you, a catch like that.
Yeah, that's one you keep hitting replay. 42-28. Gold driving. JVers on the field. 4:54 to go in the game.
Oh.
Tackle for a loss.
Should be another 2 points right there for the red squad. That tackle for loss. The red team can get 6 more of those. This game will be tied.
Well, 42-30, nothing's impossible. But the gold JV offense definitely looking very strong this evening. Elijah pitches over to the left side to 11. Another tackle for loss.
I'm telling you, they're going for it.
Big number 49, Quindarius McNair on the stop for the red team.
McNair goes unblocked and gets into the backfield to make that tackle.
Quindarius, just an 8th grader. So that makes coaches smile a lot when you got 4 more years of that coming your way.
Absolutely.
Might not make the opposing team smile too much. Gold moving backwards, 3rd and long. Elijah rolls right. He wants to keep it. No, he's got a man.
Wow.
Just overthrew him. But a beautiful pass.
Yeah, almost had 49 again. That was Wiley outside. He had gotten behind the safety.
But again, all the quarterback play tonight, Josh, has looked pretty sharp.
Yeah, I've
are
enjoyed
throwing
each and every one of them.
Every ball's been very catchable. Good decisions on when to tuck it up.
And I think we're going to see another quarterback when the varsity team gets back out. Looks like Olin Cato has on his helmet all strapped up and ready to go for when they get back out.
You know, it's amazing that this is the first time tonight we've called his name. I mean, he looked very strong toward the end of the year last year for JV. Elijah rolls right again.
Oh, wow.
I think the red defender blocked enough of the receiver's vision on that play just to distract him enough where he couldn't see the ball.
Right.
And that was all because of size. Number 15 for the red.
Jamarius Smith.
No, Michael Walker.
Oh,
He
Michael Walker.
just had that size on the receiver to where he couldn't see. Tell you what, JV's been impressive tonight. Good stuff. So we'll get to see the varsity guys probably for the last drive of the game here. 42-32. Red has pulled back within 10. It's almost like a basketball game, Josh. If you can get the single digits by 3 minutes, you got a chance. 42-32.
Seeing a lot of guys on the red squad having to put on these yellow pennies over their jerseys.
So Olin Cato gives to his tailback, who
Oh, my
squirts
goodness.
through a whole nice run. We've got to get that young man's number.
Just running right by people.
He'll definitely be a red shirt guy, but it's so hard to see them shoulder numbers on the red jerseys.
Right.
I wonder if that's Kayvon Williams. Kayvon Williams, our
Wow.
linebacker. Well, you know, Kayvon used to be a running back. He had to convert to linebacker because he was not going to get much playing time last year with Jelani Payne and the kid from Cedar, Willingham, Rodney Willingham.
Well, he is a great athlete, but we've seen him make plays on defense, and now see him get the ball as a running back and make a big gain for a first down, or almost a first down.
Kayvon will be the first one to tell you he'd rather be there at tailback.
Okay.
He really would. And he is very capable. Look at there. It took 3 guys to drag him down.
Now this is even more confusing. Austin Johnston's out there on defense, but he just shed his red penny. So he's out there on defense wearing a white jersey. It looks like the same thing for Jaquan Dowdy across the field.
It's just, this is why they call it the red and gold game, is it not? That's just all that's out there on the
As
field
long as
right
he
now.
doesn't try and confuse Olin Cato and put his hands up asking for the ball to be thrown to him, we're all good.
Meanwhile, the red team has cut it 42-34 with 1:52. A couple of stops have gotten them within 8. They almost need a turnover for a touchdown here. Olin Cato fires.
Oh, my.
Oh, and
You didn't say it, did you?
Boy, the route was jumped, was it not?
Wow.
And that's an interception. Let's see.
It's like 25, Nathan Fulton.
That's 6 points for a turnover, correct?
Yep, that'll make it a 2-point game right now.
So 42-40 with 1:37, and all the red needs is a tackle for a loss, and we're in a tie ball game. Will we go to overtime, Josh?
That would be really advantageous to the white team, wouldn't it? Well,
This
if you
is-
start at the
yeah.
25 on offense and the other team can't go on offense.
Got to be one of the more entertaining spring games I can remember in a long time. Coming down to the wire, 1:37. Olin Cato in for the gold on offense at QB. He's got Kayvon Williams at tailback. And Kayvon's
Tackle
gonna
for
try to
loss,
run
tackle
gain.
for
It
loss,
was.
tackle for loss. Oh, my goodness. It's 42 all.
Wow.
1:30 remaining in this game.
Can we get a number on the guy that dragged him down?
I was too busy yelling tackle for loss.
I tell you what, this is the play of the game. 42, your score, 1 minute and 10 seconds to go. The red team has come roaring back here in the final 2.5 minutes of play. Olin Cato fakes a handoff, and he's almost
Oh,
tackled
he
for a
sheds
loss.
the blitz.
And he completes a
Oh,
pass,
man, that was close.
but it's for maybe a gain of a yard. That's it. Positive yardage, so no points for either team on that play.
Great job by Olin Cato getting out of that blitz right there. It's a nice blitz by the red team. Olin Cato barely escapes it to get off that pass.
So I don't know if the winners get steaks and if the losers get beanie weenies or what here, but this will be the play of the game. 42-42, 30 seconds to go.
They need an explosive pass right here. That'll get them a point.
I formation, Olin Cato looking over the coverage, 20 seconds to go. They get the snap off.
Got a block for him. Got a block
He's
for him.
getting
Oh,
pressure,
my
tackle
goodness.
for a loss, and that might seal it for
Oh,
the
my
red.
goodness. 24 came off the edge right there. Kenyatta Jones. And that's going to be it, ladies and gentlemen. The red team roars back at the end.
You got to love it. The red team was all but done.
Oh, my gosh.
The gold team
They
was
want
up.
2 seconds.
Gold team was up by 16 points at one time. They're going to say the red team has won 43-42. And, you know, what I love here, Josh, I don't think they wanted to quit playing. I think these guys wanted to keep on going.
They're looking like they're ready to go still.
I think they're jawing.
Oh.
Okay, 2-minute drill. That makes sense. Now, I wonder if the scoring will continue.
Well, shouldn't that be 44-42 with the sack? 2
Yeah,
points
I don't
for
know
a
how.
sack.
I don't see anywhere where they could have just got 1 point.
Yeah. Man, what an exciting finish here. The score was what, 42-26 at one point?
Yeah, it was a 16-point deficit with a little over 3 minutes and 50 seconds to go in the game, and the Reds just came, roaring back. Big time. We're going to take a little water break here. JVers look like their night's done. They look like they're headed for the end zone. They played very well tonight.
They did. That was good to see them out there, and bodes well for the future for the Gladiators. A lot of 8th graders out there on that JV squad making some plays.
Well, and deservedly so. The PA here at Billy Henderson Stadium telling everybody to give the JVers a big round of applause. They laid it all out on the line here. And, I mean, I saw a few players on that team that caught my eye. Elijah Smith, for one, Antonio Goins.
Jeffrey Lovett.
Lovett, of course, the big lineman, Goddard, who they ran behind continuously.
And Elijah Smith out there.
Bunch of good play from a bunch of great rising 8th grader and 9th grade young men there. So the Gold gets the ball, trailing 43-42. And it looks like Cameron's back in at quarterback. He puts Austin Johnson in motion, and they blow a whistle, and I don't know if that's encroachment.
Looks like,
I think if you even cross the plane of the ball, they're going to call it
false start on the offense.
Wow. Had to be Austin Johnson when he went in motion, I guess. I didn't see nobody else moving. Let's go make it 1st and 15. So 1:12. So for a 2-minute drill, you've already lost 50 seconds. Cameron looking over to his left, tucks it up and runs up the middle, and he's tagged down.
They butter both those whistles, I'm telling you.
Quan Russell and Kayvon Williams both got hands on him as he crossed the 35. They're going to put the ball just shy of the 36. That'll be 2nd and 10. Nice pass over to the left side, dropped.
Looked like Dowdy started thinking about running toward that end zone instead of securing that football first.
It's going to be 3rd and 10. Gold trying to get a point somehow as they trail 43-42 by the scoreboard, but we've got 44-42 here on GITV. Take your pick.
Let's remind the viewers on GITV, we got a soccer playoff game, 2nd round this Wednesday night here at Clarke Central High School. The Gladiators boys soccer team will be taking on Riverwood for the 2nd round of the state tournament.
Nice pass from Cameron Johnson to a receiver cutting across the middle, complete around the 50. That was number 26 for the white team, Marcus Campbell. And as you heard, the Clarke Central Gladiators in the 2nd round of the state playoffs. Thanks to Holly Ward.
The field's all ready to go for it, too, as you pointed out earlier.
First time in the school history they've had a C painted on the field for a soccer game. Pass was almost intercepted there by number 6, Rayshawn McCall, freshman. 31 seconds to go in this 2-minute drill. And I don't think they're keeping score. I think they're just letting them play this 2-minute drill out.
Yeah, they just want to get in more time on the field. You could tell the players wanted it after the clock ran out earlier.
Cameron shotgun. 3 receivers to the right side. He's looking down the middle. Woo! Look at Quan Russell. Just totally shut off a lane to the left, and that looked like big old, was that Alan Miller, number 97?
Quan Russell may be down after that play.
maybe that was Cavante Bug, number 94, but yeah, somebody is down.
That is Russell. He came flying off the end. He's been doing that a lot tonight, doing a great job there.
Well, he must have landed awkwardly. He was up in the air, kind of hopping to distract Cameron's vision, and he might have twisted an ankle, rolled up a knee. We'll see how they carry him off the field here. That's not good. He's a big guy. All those big guys, Josh, you see it time in and time out. It seems like there's always something with their lower body, their knees or their ankles.
Right.
And it just never ceases to amaze me how much they get injured time and time again. And let's just hope this ain't serious here for Quan.
Right, especially at this time in the spring game, the very end of the game, for an injury to happen like this.
Well, you know, it was last season at the end of practice, the night before the Salem game, that they were running a real hard, spirited scrimmage. And Rodney Willingham got a carry, and Drico Stadium made him head on, and Rodney left that practice with a broken ankle and did not return the rest of the season last year. So you never know. Them things jump up at the most inopportune time. Always seems at the worst time when you might have been scratching your head saying, well, you know, we had this thing kind of done. Maybe should have ended it a little earlier.
Well, I'll tell you one thing you can see right now is the unity of this team. You know, everyone down on one knee now. Looks like they're engaging in a prayer for their hurt teammate, Quan Russell.
Well, it's not good. Anytime you see this long of a stoppage, it's usually pretty serious. But the last thing I remember seeing was Quan was up in the air. Now, I didn't see how he landed. I didn't see if anybody came below his legs or if he landed funny when he did hit the ground. But he was definitely up in the air, and he was in motion. But it looks like as he was laying down on the ground before people came out to attend to him, he was favoring or holding a knee with his hand. That's all I can remember seeing.
And I can't tell what they're doing down there with him now. But the crowd out here is certainly silenced.
I'm going to jump over here on the camera and see if I can see what they're maybe working on over there with Quan. Tough to see with so many people around him. I can see Quan moving his hand, and he's definitely
that was his hand.
Pointing toward his leg or foot or something. I'll tell you what, this may make the coaches think twice. They may decide to end this thing right here before there's any more damage to anybody. You just don't like to see an injury this time of the year. And
Looks
now,
like he is rising.
Yeah, but he's not putting no weight. Very, very.
What is that? His left ankle, perhaps.
Yeah, his left leg. He's not letting touch the ground at all.
Right.
So big injury. Let's just hope it's not serious. Or, hope it's just a turn or a sprain. You can come back a lot quicker from those. Well, I'll tell you what. He couldn't make it. They had to tote him on off. Sheena Watkins, our trainer, give Quan all the attention he needs over here on the sideline, and let's just hope for the best. I'm sure we'll get some kind of word next week on his condition. So they'll continue the 2-minute drill with 22 seconds to go.
Hey, people just said it should be 45-43. Dalton's catch was for plus 20.
So 45-43, the red leads the gold here with 22 seconds to go in the 2-minute offense overtime type drill here. Cameron, shotgun, getting pressure again. He evades it, comes to the right, throws, complete.
Oh, man.
Nice catch by number 26, Marcus Campbell.
Hey, that was a great catch right there, right on the sideline.
So that'll give the Gold, I'm sure, some points, won't it? That was about a 15-yard play or better.
Yeah, I think it should be 1 point. Well, for the pass, it has to be 20-plus yards.
Okay, so no points.
Oh, and it is a point. It must have been just over 20 yards. So.
45-44. Red leads by 1. 19 seconds to go. Cameron trying to drive the Glads down the field here. Very late in this spring game. 14 seconds to go. Twin receivers to both sides. Cameron rolls left, looks. He's got to throw on the run to the running back, and that's Vereen. Look at Vereen, I'm telling you.
He looks real good.
He's very strong, very strong.
Expect to be calling his name a lot come the fall.
That might be another point for the Go. Let's see. 45-44. 7 seconds to go. They did not give them anything on the scoreboard, so we're assuming the Reds clinging to a 1-point lead here very late.
Well, they get a point for 3 consecutive first downs. I can't remember if they had one before.
Yeah, they do get a point for 3 consecutive first downs, and maybe that's where the 1 point came in a while ago, because I don't think they quite got 20 yards on that last pass play. And now the clock's down to 3 seconds. 45-44. Basically, it's going to take a touchdown here from 24, 25 yards out for the Gold to have a chance to win. And they may be talking about maybe a field goal for Jock Gervain. Let's see. Field goal's worth 3.
You see him down there? I'm trying to find him.
They're holed up. They're talking. As much as a field goal would win it, they're probably wanting the offense to get to work at a touchdown play here, I guess.
We saw Austin Johnson snag a ball in the end zone earlier. Maybe that could be something, a jump ball with Austin Johnson in the area.
Well, you know Cameron's got the arm. It'll just be a matter if a receiver can get open. But the Red defense has played so well all night long. 45-44. It has been a track meet from the opening whistle. A lot of good plays on both sides of the balls. A lot of promise, I think, for this 2013 Clarke Central squad. A lot of guys stepping up, and they're going to need to. They're in one of the toughest regions in the state, 8-5A. Gainesville, Heritage, Flowery Branch, Cedar Shoals, Appalachia, Loganville, and none of them like us. They all hate us. 45-44. Cameron, high snap, rolls right, evades, pressure again. Looking for a receiver, pointing, throwing over everybody's head, incomplete in the right side of the end zone, and that may do it.
That'll end it.
Great scrimmage.
Red team with a great comeback to get this 1-point win in the scrimmage.
And their point, I'm telling you what, the spirit and the attitude is they just don't want this thing to end. They're just like it's Friday night. Let's just stay. The lights are on. John Ward said he'll pay that power bill. Let's keep swapping paint. And I think the referee just held the ball up as if to indicate that is the game. Yep, they're shaking hands, and that'll do it. Your 2013 Red Gold Spring Games in the books. Red wins 45. Well, the scoreboard's got 45-45.
It's like we're in Pee Wee football, man. Everybody
okay.
wins. Everybody
wins. The final score, Red 45, Gold 45. So there you go.
So that is official. It's going in the books.
So everybody gets to eat the same meal tonight. Nobody gets to have bragging rights for a whole year. We're all going to go out here happy people.
No beanies and weenies, man.
Josh, real quickly, the positives, I think we saw a lot of good play from the quarterbacks on all 3 levels, the JV, the first team, the second team offense on varsity. But more impressive, other than Jaquan Dowdy and Jaquan Dowdy and Austin Johnson making great catches, it was the running backs that was running so strong.
And we saw that on the JV team and on the varsity team. So not only this coming year, but even in the future for the Gladiators. Strong running backs, which has been the pedigree as of late for this program.
And as much as the offense stood out, the defense was, on the varsity in particular, was just stellar. I mean, they were a lot of tackles for losses, a lot of passes being broken up in the secondary, and
It seemed like there was always pressure on the quarterback from that varsity starting defense. Each time we saw the quarterback trying to elude pressure and scramble and run before releasing those passes.
and just a lot of swarming, a lot of red jerseys swarming to the ball, which is a statement of a coach self-defense.
Right.
So a lot of good things. Hope you guys enjoyed it. This is the 2013 Clarke Central Red Go game coming to an end. For Josh Smith, I'm Buster Crumpton, engineer Chris Crumpton. Thank you for joining us here on GITV. We hope to see you this fall as we'll take on Marist at Marist, which is a private school somewhere down in Atlanta where they play a real mean brand of football. So long, everybody.